Well, for today's class, well, what topic do you want to talk about?
What kind of topics do we
hmm
have?
hmm Oh, we have a list here, and I could share some of the titles. Well, we have an article dog,
Dog.
about a dog and its owner. Also, we have eating bugs to save the world.
To save the world.
That's
Eating
right.
bug. Does it make sense?
I guess it does. Eat bugs to save the world. That's one of the articles here.
Uh,
And well, also we have um, an article about Yemen.
Yemen.
hmm And well, this is actually one of the countries in the Middle East, and there's one part of that country that's currently suffering. Also, we have a controversial topic.
Mm,
Says here, majority white U.S. schools
uh.
get more budget.
That doesn't make any sense, right? In
That's
in
right.
in in America, you mean?
In America, that is right. hmm Oh, do you want to talk
Majority.
about this?
Yeah,
Okay. And well, yes, it's actually an issue.
majority white U.S. schools get more budget, right?
hmm hmm Okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
That is right. And I guess it is implying some racial discrimination.
Yeah, right.
hmm
Racial discrimination, and
hmm
it's a clear discrimination against the Asian and
hmm
Latin
hmm
and something. It's
Oh, that is right.
mm,
And I guess this has to be resolved in the political level, right?
yeah, right.
And well, why do you think this happens?
Cause the main reason is because most of the politicians there are
hmm
white, right? The upper
Okay.
class there in America, white,
hmm
white people or something.
hmm Well, I agree with you.
So that's why the president there is white guy, right?
That's right. It's Mr. Trump.
Yeah, Trump, right?
hmm
Mm.
hmm
And most of the senators are white.
That is true.
So that's why,
hmm And
yeah,
I guess racism is really a big problem, not just in the U.S. but all over the world.
yeah, right.
Mhm. And also, if we look back in history,
Mm.
in the U.S., a lot of things happened between white Americans and black Americans.
Yeah, right.
Mhm. And I guess that's still happening now.
Yeah, still happening. Yeah, right.
hmm And also, well, I guess mm, things have changed because it's not only white people who initiate this bad act, but also black people towards white.
Black people, what?
Uh, Black people
Mm.
sometimes
Mm.
also commit racism against the white
Against,
people,
yeah.
right?
Mm,
So
yeah.
like almost every race is having this mentality,
Mm,
right? Mhm. And there's also one thing that I remember about this. If
mm,
you have heard of, or if you're a fan of
mm.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Well, their cast, like their actors or actresses, are all British people or
Uh,
European.
yeah, yeah, right. The the author
Hmm.
of the book is British woman, right?
Hmm. British woman, that's right.
And
Hmm.
that movie is filmed in British, right?
Hmm. That is right. Hmm. And there was one American actor.
In there?
Uh, uh, well, he tried to be part of the movie, but he was not accepted.
Oh, really?
That's right. And do you know
Mm.
who that person is?
No, no.
Oh, he's actually
Who's
very,
the person?
very famous. It's Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
That's right.
He died. He passed
Oh,
away,
that's
right?
right. He
Yeah.
passed away. That's right. I guess that was a year ago, or oh no, no,
It's
that was in 2014.
2014.
He died in
Ah.
2014. But yes,
Uh,
prior to the production of Harry Potter,
uh,
he actually tried to be part of it because he wanted to be part
uh,
of this story and this great plot, and he was rejected
Rejected.
because
Oh,
he's
really?
American.
Mm.
Okay, so
But but in that case, I'm not so sure.
mhm,
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if we can call that racism or something.
mhm,
Cause,
mhm.
cause was that racism? I'm not so sure.
Mm, I'm also not sure about it if we can just totally label it racism, but at some point
Mm,
there is a touch of being a racist,
mm, yeah.
and maybe not totally negative. Maybe they have their reasons why they want to have European cast only, right? Maybe there's a reason behind it.
Yeah, right.
And also maybe they just want to give opportunities to European actors and
Mm-mm.
not to American actors.
Yeah, it's kind of racism. Yeah, right. You're right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess racism it can be in a different form. It has different forms,
Yeah.
right? Just like what's stated here in this article, where schools who are owned by white people or where majority of the students are white get more of the budget,
That doesn't
and
make any sense. Right.
mm, that's right. And this can be a great problem because this could start some reaction from people,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
People can become against to their government.
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
From my experience, like there are some of the white people, just some of them, who act like really dig or something. Like they, some of them, not all of them, just some of them
Mhm.
that I met before.
Mhm.
Like they act like they are superior or something.
Mhm.
like the because of the only fact that they are white,
Mhm.
but not all of them, just some of them. Yeah,
Mhm.
a
Oh, that's
few of
right.
them. Yeah,
Mhm. That's true. And well, I guess this won't happen if um if this had not happened in the past, right? But since people in the past had this idea, then this idea will never die.
yeah,
Mhm. Ideas never die. It will be passed on to the next people, would pass on to the next generation because racism had been there even years ago.
yeah,
Hmm. And well, it's really a complicated matter because some people would say that it's just human nature, right?
yeah.
They
It's
would
kind of
use
human
this.
nature. I agree.
Mhm. But I guess this is a low excuse. Um,
Yeah,
let's say it's a lame excuse, if we
yeah.
may
Lame
say.
excuse. Yeah, right.
That's right. And well, with this article, I hope that yeah, this would be resolved. That people would look into it so that other schools would also benefit
Yeah, right.
or get the right budget that they
Mm,
need.
yeah, right.
Mhm. Okay, but do you also experience this in Korea? Like some schools are not getting the right budget from the government because they are like far from the city, or they are not performing well.
Uh, I don't know, cause I'm not that interested in that kind of situation here in Korea.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
don't know. But as far as I know,
Mhm.
um, once in countryside, they get more subsidy from government.
Mhm.
I heard. That's what I
Mm.
heard. Because most of the Korean
Mhm.
live in the cities like Seoul or Busan or something really big cities.
Mhm.
So there are only few students in countryside.
Mhm.
So government support the school
Mhm.
uh, which are in countryside
Mhm.
because the number of the students there
Mm.
is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Mm.
So they support a lot. That's what I heard
Mhm.
from my friends who
Mm.
lives
Okay.
who lives there in countryside.
Mhm. Okay. And I guess that's a good thing, right?
You know what? You know what? My hometown is called Changnyeong, and
Mhm.
back in my elementary school,
Mhm.
back in my elementary school, my school days, like there used to be more than 5 or 6 schools
Mhm.
there, but now they are all gone. You know,
Mm. Okay. All
because of
gone.
yeah, because there's there are no students there.
Mhm.
Everyone goes to the city
Mhm.
for better education or something. So
Mhm.
it's a it's a social issue or something here in Korea
Mhm.
nowadays.
Mm. Okay. Well, I guess that's also happening to some parts here in the Philippines.
Mm,
Well, people from the province are moving into the cities, leaving their hometowns, and also the effect of that is in the far places where people could farm. Well, they have few people to help them farm the land,
yeah,
so there are now fewer farmers.
yeah, right. And most of the farmers who who have their own children, they can you hear me?
Mhm.
Ca-
Oh yes, I
Ah,
can.
yeah, yeah. And most of the farmers in countryside who have their own children or child,
Mhm.
they want they want their children to
Mhm.
move to city.
Mhm. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That is
because they
true.
think that can that can be much better for their future or something. So
Mhm.
most of them encourage their their kids to
Mhm.
move into the big city like Seoul or Busan.
Mhm.
So that's why there are no children there. There are
Mhm.
only elder people like senior or something
Mhm.
there.
Okay. Well, I also remember watching one of the episodes of the reality show in Korea. If you're familiar with 2 days, 1 night.
Yeah, yeah, I know the
Oh,
reality show.
okay.
Yeah.
That's right. And they went to this far place,
Mm,
and they were tasked to assist the students
mm,
in this school, and in that school
mm,
for the
mm,
elementary level, for
mm,
each level,
mm.
it only has two students
Two students.
per grade level.
Two
Two students
students.
per. That's right. Per grade level. That's right. So that's right. Just a total of 12.
And
And I was really surprised that that or such thing
oh,
exists
really?
in
No,
in
it's
Korea.
we're really familiar with that situation because
uh,
that's what's happening in countryside school nowadays.
mm,
So yeah,
okay. And well,
yeah,
I guess that's their right. It's their decision. So I guess giving more subsidy or budget to these schools in the far-flung places
yeah, right.
would help them and would keep the students in the provinces. They would,
Yeah,
I guess, prefer to stay in the provinces if they're
yeah.
giving the right benefits.
So I think government think like the main reason why students why people who have their children leave the
Hmm.
countryside is because there's there are no proper education system
Hmm.
there.
Mm.
The government people think that's the main reason. So they support several things like to the school
Hmm.
in countryside like uh, they if you are students elementary school students in the
Hmm.
countryside you can get the English class for free like with
Hmm.
native people from western country.
Wow.
Yeah,
For free
yeah,
and
after school.
after school. Wow.
And the government like trying to build English school or something where there are several native teachers in countryside.
Hmm. Wow.
and and actually my mother and my father lives in those kind of countryside, and
Hmm.
and the government have the English school built right next to my parent house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next to your parents' house.
Yeah.
So can they attend and have free classes?
You mean you are talking about my parent?
Your parents.
No, no, it's
Only
for
for kids.
yeah, kids and middle school
Uh,
students or something like that. But here in city, we have to send our children to 학원 or something
mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm.
with our money. That's the
That's right.
difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess your government is doing a great initiative in helping people in the
Yeah.
countryside.
But but in reality, it seems
Mm-hmm.
like nobody wants to move into the countryside.
Okay. So I guess that people are also not used to living the lifestyle in the countryside, or also, I guess we both know that in the city you can do a lot of things,
Yeah, right.
right? You won't get bored.
Yeah. If you get bored, you can go to club to pick up
Mhm.
some girls and then have a drink
Oh, that's right.
with them, right?
That's right.
But
But uh,
in in suburb, there's no girls for you to pick up and
that's
have a
right.
drink with. So
Hmm. That is correct. But I
yeah.
guess um, if you are a nature lover,
Mm.
then I guess it's ideal for you to be in the countryside. Like
You know
you
what?
love,
What I really hate about living in countryside,
hmm.
there are lots of mosquitoes. So in summer, it's like hell.
Oh, that's right.
When
And
I go to my parent house in
hmm.
summer, in the middle of summer, it's
Hmm.
really impossible for me to get outside of my
Oh,
parent house because of the mosquitoes.
hmm.
So
Wow. Well, that is tough. So I guess if you visit your parents' house, it's best to go there on winter or
winter is too
winter or
cold
spring.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
too cold. How about spring?
yeah, spring is great.
Spring is perfect. Okay.
Mm,
But during summer, mosquitoes could be. I feel the same way if there would be a lot of mosquitoes outside,
yeah, right.
and you won't enjoy maybe nature if there are a lot of mosquitoes. You won't be able to hike, right? Hike or go to the lakes or go to the mountains because of these mosquitoes.
Especially in my parent house, there are much more mosquitoes. I don't know
Mm.
why. Actually, I
Mhm.
don't I don't hate going on a hike or mountain or
Mhm.
beach,
Mhm.
but what's really ironic about my parent house, there are there are much way more mosquitoes. I don't know the
Mhm.
reason.
Mm. Okay. Well, they say that there are um, plants that are good for repellents that are used to be like repellents
Repellent. What do you mean
for,
repellent?
let's say, let me just also type it here, mosquito repelling plants.
Repellent.
Like it would
Ah,
push them away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
heard.
they would be scared, not really scared, but they won't like that plant, so that they will move away. So
So,
it would
so
drive them away.
you recommend me to plant like
Uh-huh.
the mosquito repelling plants. Yeah.
uh, I guess, but I don't know which plant is best for that. I don't know, but there are some like here in the city, here in
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
some people are like selling these plants. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I should
Hmm.
give a serious thought on that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
They said that that could be effective. They say that lavender flower is effective,
Mm.
but
But
I haven't tried it.
yeah, you haven't tried it, but you're recommending me to do that now. So, so what's happening is like I'm gonna I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy them and
Uh-huh.
then plant them
Hmm.
and then if if it's gonna turn out that
Hmm.
they are not working,
Hmm.
I'm going to I'm going to find you and then we'll talk
Not buy the
about
plant.
that and then
So I guess I have to get the plant from you and also try it. But yeah, they say that these plants are can be effective. I think there's also a type of grass,
mm,
like citronella grass.
but
I might try this too next time.
yeah, but they are not working.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna blame you for that, okay?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that was
And
joke.
well,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, but well, anyway, I appreciate you for sharing many things today, and
yeah,
also
right. Yeah, me
for having a
too.
class with me, Shin. Mhm.
Yeah, right.
So since our lesson time is over, so and I appreciate you for uh, openly answering my questions. So have
Uh,
a great Tuesday.
okay. Have a good one. Bye bye. Teacher Cody.
Okay, and
Yeah,
goodbye for now.
yeah. Bye bye.